This text interaction is a great example of a girl who is fairly logical, fairly like straightforward in what she's texting. It's all friendly enough and it's all nice enough, but she's not really sexualizing the conversation, at least at first. And then even when it does, even once she clearly does like me, and even when she's done a few things that are potentially sexual, there's a lot of logical, a lot of just scheduling and getting to the point. And to a certain extent, as long as it's positive, I just want to kind of like let the momentum go. But at the same time, I do have to make sure to occasionally throw in some flirtation and not let things get boring. It's very, very important not to let things get boring when you're getting logical. So if she's giving you a lot of logical or questions, you can answer them, you can respond to the logical part, but you have to make sure to throw in a little bit of something unpredictable, something flirtatious, something man to woman from time to time as well. So she remembers the nature of the conversation, so she actually enjoys it instead of just exchanging information. So without further ado, let's crack into the text. So in this case, she texts me first, says, "Hey Todd, it's her name, the one and only best one." And this is great because when I actually saved my number in her phone and told her to text me, I asked if she knew other Todds. And so then I saved my name, she said she didn't, so I saved my name as Todd and then last name as the only one. Right? And she thought that was cute, she thought that was clever, so now she wanted to write something clever back, and so she decided to do this thing. So she's clearly already investing, so it's a really, really good sign. So for that reason, I texted her back relatively quickly and just let her know I like that. You want to reward good behavior in general. So my response was, "Haha, adorable. Should I be careful lest you seduce me through text, Miss Writer, winky face?" And at this point, it was kind of late at night, so I didn't necessarily think she'd get back to me, but what I was doing in this case was I was making sure that it would potentially be on if she was. Like if there were a chance to meet up with her, I wanted to have that possibility. What ended up happening actually this night was I ended up hooking up with a different girl and taking her home, so then there wasn't really a lot to pursue. So I didn't follow up any further. Maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't have, but in this case there was just no point, so I didn't. But then I hit her up, is it the next day? Said, "Hope you had a good night, enjoyed meeting you." Just getting to the point, it was a good interaction, so no reason to get all tricky and fancy. She goes, "I enjoyed meeting you also, how are you today?" So this is all very positive. "I enjoyed meeting you also" is positive. "How are you today?" is asking for me to continue. Now, I can't just be like, "I'm fine, how are you?" It can't just get too logical. I need to keep a little bit of flirtation in it. It needs to be a little more than that. So what I responded was, "I'm amazing, sorry for the delayed response, crazy week, hope you're doing well." So it's not a lot. Well, first of all, there was a delay, right? I delayed 6 days. So I delayed 6 days. That's called life gets in the way, right? That's called I wasn't that into it, or I wasn't that like, caught up in that moment. I was traveling, that kind of thing. I had other girls going, various things like that. So 6 days later, I got back to her. "I'm amazing, sorry for the delayed response, crazy week, hope you're doing well." So I'm giving a little glimpse of my personality, apologizing for the delay, showing myself, etc. Not boring, but also not try hard in any way. So she goes, "No problem, happy to hear from you. Today is my birthday, so yes, I'm doing well. I hope you have a good day." Right, so it's all great. It's all very positive, but it's all very logical positive. "Yes, I'm doing well. Today's my birthday. I hope you have a good day." It's all like platitudes. It's all blah, blah, boring, boring, boring. Right, so it's my job to make sure that it doesn't get totally boring. It's my job to spice it up a little bit. So I go, "Happy birthday. I didn't get you a present though. Perhaps I can make it up to you somehow." Right? So clearly, right, positive, happy birthday, but I'm not just letting it be blah, blah, happy birthday. How old are you? Haha, happy birthday, which by the way would be a bad text for a lot of reasons. But anyway, blah, blah, happy birthday, I did it, or, are you having a party? It's like, you don't want to get into those logical discussions. Instead, I'm making sure to sexualize it a little bit. And she responds in kind with, "Haha, why would you give me a present? You're funny, LOL."